guys, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have a gift request from Derek Huckaby, and I love it when I see Clint Black's name on here because, well, it's Clint Black and Wynonna Judd's A Bad Goodbye. I don't think I know the song, and it's a gift request. So Derek, thank you for the gift and the request. But Derek said this was written by Clint back in 1993, and the two happened to be touring together at the time. So is it about them? Is it not? Whatever. But the reason I love seeing his name on here is because Clint was born in Long Branch, New Jersey, and that's where I live right now. And in about 3 to 6 weeks, I'm expecting to move to Nashville. I know it's a last-minute decision, but I'm going to probably go down there for at least 3 to 4 months and to make some things happen down there. Let's put it that way. Maybe I stay, maybe I come back to Jersey, but I am in Long Branch, the home, the birthplace. Clint moved from here. I think his family moved when he was like 1, so he wouldn't remember it. But still, it is where he was born. Long Branch is at the Jersey Shore. All right, let's see what we've got here. Here we go. A Bad Goodbye. Didn't Wynonna also date Dwight for a little bit?
I've been bound to leave you. We've known that for a while.
Oh, they said my story.
I'm sure it's something I can't do if I can't leave you with a smile.
Well,
I don't know how far I'll have to go till I'm sure those eyes won't cry.
Yeah,
And
she's
in
gonna
my
cry.
mind I've left enough to know that I can't leave you with a bad goodbye.
Goodbye, easier said than done. Goodbye.
Goodbye's
There's
hard
no
to say.
good when you're the one whose goodbye you swore would never come. And in my goodbye you're finding none.
I'm still bound to leave you. I surely don't know how. My heart won't let me put you through what my mind said should happen now. I don't know where we'll go from here. There may be no way to fly, and the cloud I'm in just makes it all too clear that I can't leave you with a bad goodbye. Goodbye, easier said than done. Goodbye, there's no good when you're the one whose goodbye you swore would never come. And in my goodbye you're finding none.
I don't think this is about the two of them.
How can we be so far between where we are and one more try? And anyway I look, I've only seen that I can't leave you with a bad goodbye.
Yeah, it could be, obviously. I don't know all the details, but we're hearing the song at a certain moment in time. So our minds are oriented toward, he hasn't left her yet. They haven't said goodbye yet. I can't do it. I'm still trying to do all I can do. But the reality of the songwriting process, a song recording process rather, is that they'd have to come back together to sing this song after they've broken up and sing about the reality of the breakup. That doesn't happen too often. It can, but now if he made the decision to leave and she didn't want it, then it would have been very difficult for her to come back and sing about being dumped, about being left. And I know both sides of the song. I know about being left, and I know when I left once. And this was years ago. I was dating a girl in Florida, but I knew I was, because I was taking care of my mother. My mother passed, and then she and I dated for a little bit. But I knew that I was moving back to Jersey. And and I was upfront about that I was 90% sure that I wasn't going to stay. Could I have stayed? Yeah, there was a little bit of a chance, and she knew that, but it was very, very minimal. And when it came time and I sold, took care of my mother's estate and then moved back to Jersey, it wasn't easy, but I knew I was going, and so did she. And then on the other hand, when I'd gotten divorced, I knew the other side of it. And that sucked. So years later, you can look back and you're like, hey, life is a funny thing. And, when you're going through something, it sucks. But when, years passed, I have a sense of humor about life, and I can look back at things and I can be like, all right, it was my turn to suffer. So, all right, that's how it goes. I don't pine about these kinds of things years later. Within this song, though, it gave me images in my mind of different events in my life. And that's, a good song will do that, give you room to breathe. And this wasn't an especially deep song, but it was a nice song where he didn't want to leave her in abject pain. And I like that. That's a good heart. It showed he cared about her and just cared about people generally, to extrapolate it out. But he didn't want her to hurt. And she was going to hurt, though. If she was in love with him and would prefer to have stayed with him, she was going to hurt. She'll get over it. And she'll put him in perspective and be like, all right, I can't believe I loved him that much because he had these 8 things wrong with him or 3 things wrong with him or whatever. And it's part of the human psyche to protect ourselves and to be able to move on. I think it's a mistake. If you loved somebody, then and they leave you, to automatically look at the bad things just to preserve yourself in some way. I think it's like, look, I love them, plain and simple, and it hurt. It hurts wherever you are in the breakup process, and just accept the reality of it. And not to make up things in your head about what a terrible person they were, or I should have seen these red flags and all. In some cases, that's true. But for the most part, if you really love someone, but they didn't feel the same way about you, just accept that fact, that for whatever reason, you weren't their cup of tea. And that's it. It's just the truth. That's life. But this was just a nice duet ballad that I can't say for sure. But if I had to guess, Derek, I would say that this wasn't a true story. It was a duet that, yeah, Clint wrote it, but maybe Wynonna said, yeah, I'm on board with that. I could see it. So, all right, I'll rate this song. And the number that popped into my head was an 8.6. It was pretty. And it took me into my own life story. That's one thing traditional country will do, is it will bring you into your life story and give you the time to reflect. And I'm like, oh, I was on the wrong end of that one. Well, there's no right or wrong end. It's just life. It's, we're all going to be dead one day. And I don't mean that in any pithy way. It's just true. And at some point, the memory of all this stuff will be forgotten. And I think that has some value to it. So it can inform us on how we want to process things today. In the cosmic sense of things. these moments, they're moments, but they'll be gone and forgotten in a big way. So anyhow, all right. Derek, my friend, thank you for this gift and this request. I hope you're doing well. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
I don't know how far I'll have to go till I'm sure those eyes